Happy New Year, everybody. Oh, this is so good. Anyways, Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a safe and happy New Year. I hope you guys didn't party too hard. I hope you're awake enough to enjoy the first new stream of the season. I get to do it. The first stream of tvMGC in 2023. Yeah. And I gotta resubscribe myself to MGC and using my free Prime sub. There we go. Show me and share. There we go. 21 months I've been sub for. I'm surprised it didn't pop up on the screen right here. Or unless it did. Oh, here we go. This will do it. Share. Maybe that will. There we go. Hey! Basement arcade right there. Look at that. You can do that too. I will show you how. There you go. There's instructions on how to get your own little thing like that on the screen. If you got Amazon Prime, that is something that they give you free. You can subscribe to channels and help support them. Oh, I love this. I just got another 12-pack for my favorite customer, Miss Dippin' Donuts. Thank you very much. And you notice travel time is gone and Superstar is in its place. Superstar, I just got to finish the Playfield the rest of the way. If you watched the last stream, we did work on it. We got it almost finished, but I just got to put the apron and top half, the arch on the game. Put it in and then see how it works. But anyways, let's go to this. Yeah. Oh no, my stream deck's not gonna work. There we go. Oh, it's because I changed the name. What was it? I changed it so now it doesn't know what the name was. Now it remembered. That remembers. That doesn't. That doesn't. That. I changed my names on my stream deck to make it a little more easier than me. I changed them on OBS, but now they're not assigned to anything on my stream deck. Where are we? Let's go to overhead cam. Bally bow and arrow. We are taking this thing apart to nothing. Everything's got to be stripped off the playfield. All the switches have to be dropped down through to the back. Nothing can be left pointing up. I got to take all the metal rails off. All that stuff. Because Dave's Arcade is going to do a playfield restoration on it. He's going to fix all the sunken inserts. And he's going to polish it up and repaint all the chips on it. Yeah, yes, a repaint. It needs some work. Man, I hate that I screwed up my stream deck. I didn't think it would do that. You know, I totally didn't think just changing the name on OBS would screw up my stream deck. Okay. I will show you. See all these inserts here, they're actually sunken. You can see how the paint's being wore off from the ball hitting the sunken part. That's a good ball. Yeah. I don't know if I can. That's what you're getting. Instead of here. I'm getting a little, why is my camera twisted? Let me zoom out. So yeah, you're getting a here. Nothing. Let's roll it here. You can hear it roll over them. Even there, it's just sitting on them. So yeah, it needs to they need to get repaint, like up here on the top too, right there. I'm shaking my whole jig. So yeah, those need to get raised and what do you call it? Filled or whatever. All the Dave Magic stuff. So what should I do? Should I do overhead cam? Or this cam? I think we'll do overhead cam. I changed it, now I gotta do everything by hand. Stupid. Alright, let's put that back in a thing. Maybe we'll do overhead cam. This one. No. This one. We'll do that one. That way you can see my pretty little face still. Yeah. There. So yeah, let me see. We're gonna do a video on the machine, just starting over, so I know what's screwed down. Alright, there's two screws here that hold the apron down. There's those two usual screws. Those are real tiny ones. Two screws here. Two screws here. Three screws there. Two screws there. Three screws here. Look, know how that is. Two screws. Regular screws. Those are two screws. Yeah, they got washers on them. These two got washers on. I think these are washered screws. But these definitely have washers because they're offset. Those are screws there. These are different screws. Two of the Williams post things. Those are all different screws. These are Williams caps. These are all screws here. Screws. It's A, B, C, D. Alright. We can start removing that. So yeah, Dave's gonna do his paint magic on this and start what do you call it? He's just gonna do his magic. He did the magic on my Wildfire. He's done the magic on Little Chief. He does his magic. That's why I have him do my machines. Alright. This is a tool from Pinball Resource. It's for the posts in case you unscrew them and they start spinning around like crazy. But right now I am just worried about getting the plastics off. Typical screws. Plastics will go in the plastics box. I see these are not like Williams or Gottlieb. I forgot Bally's. It's a little different how they do everything. I forgot that Williams and Bally were. That's on a job. He's got an hourly rate that he does. However, that depends on what you need done. This one's going to be around 3, he said, for this. I don't know what he charges per hour or anything like that, but that's what it's going to be. He does great work though. He gets it to blend and match as good as possible. It is hard on some colors to get a perfect match. It's a giant plastic. But then on others, it's a little easier. I want to get these out. It's a gray one. I wonder why they use these. There we go, we need that now. These Williams type posts up here. Probably don't need this screwdriver anymore. But yeah, it varies every game. So I send him a detailed video. I go over it real super slow and I show him everything that I can see. These are tiny screws, which I want to document. So I remember. But you know Dave. You've seen machines he's done. There's no messing around with the quality of work he does. If I didn't think Dave did a great job on painting, I wouldn't have him do any of my machines. You know what I mean? I wanted him to do Superstar, but he had just started his new job. Ew. That is gross. That is gross. I want him to do a superstar, but he just started his new job. I kind of didn't have time. I didn't have time to let it sit there till he had time. I should have just said screw it and just let it. He didn't have time to whip it out as quick as I needed. I didn't have time to let it sit around as long as he needed. So I should have, because I'm not taking it apart now after I got it all put back together to have it to have me fix it again. I gotta turn this off. There we go. My record I had on the Twitch stream was blocking almost everybody's comments. Alright, that is in really nice condition, that one. And then these two. I'm going to take a picture of these screws. There. You tackle this one? I don't have time to tackle these. Otherwise I would. I don't have the time to do what do you call it, paint restoration and stuff like that. Nor the patience. That is art skill. That is a total art skill. But yeah, then I got to go underneath and drop all the slingshots, the pop bumper bodies, all the switches. I have to drop all those out of the Playfield today yet. So this is going to be not really a long stream, but a really well involved stream. So any weird stuff like that, I document. Weird screws like that. These will go in here. All my little metal stuff that I gotta polish will go in here. Alright. Do I got it up enough yet? No, let's take this off. Those screws. This has enough weird screws on it where I actually need to document them. They're just odd enough. Oops. They are odd enough looking where I'm not used to these oddballs taking up different screw real estate. Everything looks pretty good under there. Everything looks pretty good under there. Oh, those are tiny screws. Those other screws I'm going to put back in. I look at it this way. You could only document this once tearing it apart. It's really hard to document it after you do tear it apart. I need a little tinier screwdriver for those. Oh yeah, so how many of you guys are going to Midwest Gaming Classic? Hope you guys are gonna go. Don't not go, you gotta go. I'll be there. I'm gonna put those back in. One, they're not gonna get lost. Two, they're just so tiny. Three, when I do put them back, when I put it back together, I will take them and I can buff them real quick. Alright. New video. New video. Now I'm going to talk to myself again. Talk to yourself. I got another sip. Cheers. All right. All right, the typical little screws that hold all this down. Typical little screws. We got a little bar here, a little bar here, big bar here with a kink, regular bar, big bar here with a kink, little bar. Note regular screws, one screw right there, the other two are loose. One screw right there, the other three are loose. Those are just loose, one screw down with the famous red post. Anybody can tell me who does these Bally games and leaves one red post on the game? He's famous. Okay, post. And that wraps around there. These are long posts. I'm going to go through and note all the long posts. One screw right there. That's got two screws to hold that down. Same with that. Do they go all the way underneath? And yes, they are nutted underneath. I made that mistake with a Captain Fantastic where I just snapped them all off. This plastic has nothing on it because it must go through the top. There's one screw here, one screw here, one screw here, and they're all loose. Pop-up bodies are garbage. Skirts, that one is garbage. That one is really garbage. That one's garbage. So 4 pop bumper bodies and 4 skirts. These are held down like that. I believe these come apart in 2 pieces. And that's it. Oh. Long post video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know if these are, but there's 4. We counted 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Forgot these. Yeah, those are long posts. Are they? Yes. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 long posts in a game. Did anybody guess the guy who does one long post, one orange post versus all the other? Alright. These we can take off. Bally's got a different chime box. Ooh, that one's crusty. Nobody knows that one. I can't remember his name either. He worked for Bally. Every time he did a game, since they didn't allow designers to put their thumbprint on any game, this guy, when he designed games, he would go ahead and throw one red post on the game just to say, I did this game. There's his post right there. That was his claim to fame. That was his one thing he did. That one looks like it's gonna need work. That one's never been removed. That one actually cracked when it came loose. Same with that one. Oh yeah, this is fun. It's kind of neat to tear apart something that somebody built like almost 50 years ago. And you're the first one seeing like underneath this post here and touching it. I'm like the first one to touch underneath this post since it's been put down, which I think is very cool. It's also an honor. It's also an honor, whether you believe me or not. It's kind of awesome that after all these years, it is now trusted to me to tear apart, clean, and rebuild this. Alright. Yeah, I was right, those were washers. Those should just pop out. Some of these rubbers are good. I should be saving them. Bally gets a different chime box rebuild. Oh, great. These are like all wrapped around the switches. I gotta get my socket. I got it. My special socket. It's just a regular Craftsman socket. 44406, I believe. But I drilled out the center of it so I can get it over these posts. And these are different sized. Oh well. That means I can just use a, what do you call it on them? These are nutted on the back too, jeez. Alright. I get my flashlight so I can see what I'm doing. I should have left some metal up here. Alright. This is going to be fun to do these. I'm going to have to unscrew them from underneath and then twist and twiggle with them to get them to come free. Wonder if my dog heard that. It's a squeaker. And then that I'll just put back together. Like that. Put it back down. This one's just as easy. Okay, of course not. This one's, there it goes. It's like something underneath that one. Why did I couldn't feel that? Hey, I found that clip. Holy crap. I lost a clip a while ago. And I found it. So now I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to totally mess with my future self. And I'm going to be like, the hell is this for? And that goes like that. Let's just pull right out. These ones are going to be a little bit more fun. Those. I got a block of wood. And I will use the block of wood to pry them up once I can get behind the flippers. You'll see how I do it. It's really cool. Yes, I am very familiar with that door. I had to rebuild, well, this hunk of metal, I had to rebend one of them. It was not fun. I totally had to rebuild one on that little Chief I did. And this has the Williams style posts. I'd like to know how many of these bulbs are still original in this game. So they all gotta come out too. And before we flip this over, I have to paint, vacuum it. Why did I say paint? That's what Dave is doing. Alright, these. Same thing. A nut on the back. I'm gonna have to get that from the other side. Take those nuts out first. I'm not messing with that again. I need my long screwdriver bit. Hey, there's a link for Mark's Basement Arcade. I am Mark from Mark's Basement Arcade, so if you'd like to learn how to rebuild, refurbish older pinball machines, that's my link to my YouTube page. These are just so loose. Alright, let's see if I can just pull those out. I know they're loose. Hey, one came up. Get out of the way, there we go. It had a piece of plastic laying over the top of it. Alright, let's see how many of these I can should be able to just pull them right out. They're not attached to anything, so. Whoa. Decided to fly that one around the house. Actually, around the basement. Yeah. 4 pop bumper bodies. What else do we have? This one is going to be another Magical Mystery removal. Let's get all these easy to get bulbs out of the top. Right in the garbage. Oh, this one is totally burnt out. That's the original one. I'm not worried about the bulbs that are in the pop-upper bodies. Those can actually stay in there right now. I might as well just grab those. And take these out easier. This is just a piece of plastic tubing that is like the same size as the top of the bulb. You just push down hard on it and give it a twist, and it will pull the bulb right out. And you can use the same thing to put it in. It doesn't suction cup it, it's just a little bit smaller than the bulb, so it just like basically just locks onto it. Okay, I don't have any more posts to take off, so all these can go into here. We will need flipper bats. What's this? Flipper bats. They're both broken. What else can we take off? Let's take this off. Put this back on. I'm going to document these. And then, crap, let me just delete that. So I'm going to take one of these out too. I can just take a picture of both at one time. So I can see the difference. So what's everybody else doing today? You guys all got hangovers or just relaxing? These can go in there. The bigger ones won't. Why does that break off every single one? It's the second or third Bally I have seen that broke. But the good thing is, it seems to hold on great even though this breaks off on them. So I just put them back together with that piece broke on it. And it never seems to have an issue. blocking one camera. Okay, that is off. Those can go in there. Set that aside there. We will need to get these out. And how I do that is I take a flat hunk of wood that you can't see. Let's use these. Here, we'll just turn those off for the time being. Take this. I'll get that. I use my hunk of wood to pry up, but this screwdriver is too flimsy. It's bending as I'm doing it. So I need to get a thicker screwdriver. And I'm actually prying on a hunk of wood. There. Here we go. Finally. There. That's how I get those out. This one I'm going to have to get from here. Oh yeah. Come on. There we go. Those come out pretty easy if you got a method. I don't like just grabbing onto them with something and pulling them out, and you can do that. It just, I feel you're gonna damage things. This I'm gonna take off in a minute. I will take this off too and put the screws in it. Oh, and I got one nail in this game. So I'm going to have to take a picture of that nail. Surprised. There's just one nail in here. That we will need a vice grips to get out. It. The one nail. Right, let's put the screen back on. Alright, I have to reassign my buttons now. Relabel them, reassign them. Alright. Anything else that needs to come off the top? This will have to, obviously. These do, but I got to get the screws on those from underneath. Same with these. that would be about it. Nothing. Alright. Oh wow, it's so much lighter. I would have never thought it would be so much lighter. Alright. This fell off on its own. Along with the rod. Here's the rod. Yeah, that was fun. There's that one going there. These are right here. How do those come off? Let's take these off. I will have much more fun of a time. Taking them off where I could flip it around better. Or is it even going to matter? Yeah. There we go. That's how it does it. You twist it around in a circle up here. And that should just slide off. Alright, there. Come on. There we go. There's one. Let's put those screws back in. Same here. Now I know how to get them off really easy. Am I going to remember how to put them back on? That's going to be the next thing. Two. A lot of work to do this. Alright. Let me put those screws back in there. Don't have to put them all the way down because they're, well, okay, those are not, yeah, there's a nut there. Son of a. We're working on this back part here. I gotta actually take that off. It's gonna make it so much easier to get these nuts off, to take off the rest of the hardware that's on the top. There. Now I can get out all these nuts here to get those top pieces off. And I got the wrong size. Where's the green one? Yeah, I think it's the green. These nuts hold it down on the bottom. These are, what do you call it? They're those locking T-nuts. But then they nut them on the bottom underneath to really hold them in like glue. Okay, we got the 2 and then the 1s. Alright, those are all out. Do we have any posts that are in a way in this area? No, just here. Alright. Let me get this one out. What I'm doing right now, any stand-up switch, I am pulling out of the Playfield to prep it for Dave. This adds so much more to the cost of Dave's job. So by me doing this is actually saving my customers probably $50. I'm guessing close to $50. What is that? Jeez, there's gonna be a butt right there to get out. The light. It's got to come out first. And this, I'm going to have to take this out too. Because the wire is so short, it's holding that down also. That's why I said it's going to be a butt to get out. There we go. And now I can start putting the screws back in. I should be charging to prep these. Ooh, I need your love. Do 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 do. Hold me, love me, hold me, love me. I want my baby 8 days a week. And right here is random screws. Oh, those hold that bar down. I gotta take those out. They're not random screws. They're screws with a purpose. It takes that off. Makes it a little bit easier for Dave to buff, polish, and clean. That way he can get right up to the edge, actually over the edge now, and get into the zone better. Alright, let's get that in there. Does anything else come out around here? Because I want to put this back. Let's put this back. This Bally playfield seems just a little bit wider than Williams. It's fitting tight in my jig. Very tight. Alright. More crap in my way. See, what I'm doing is all these are all stand-up targets, either like a rubber rebound target or something like that. But these all are holding in stand-up targets in one way or another. There's one. Two. Yeah. Stand-up targets. Right there. Stand-up targets. Holding those in. Now me putting all these damn screws back in. So I should just be leaving them out. I think I'm just gonna leave them out from now on. It's wasting my time putting all these back in. It's like a real waste of time putting them back in. Now these all gotta come out. These are the lanes. These. Those are the lane switches. Those gotta come out. Actually, I have to replicate one of these. I found in a bag of parts. It was broken and removed. This one right here. So that's gonna be some fun. This was removed. Well, the metal was removed and put in a bag. So now I get to replicate it. Oh, this is so much easier, Mark, just leaving these screws out and not putting them back in. You can always tell the inlanes have the point. There you go. They're always like that, so the ball can roll both ways. While the outlanes are like this, so the ball can only roll one way and it can't roll backwards. However, when you're cleaning a playfield, you clean it this way, and then when you come back to clean it this way, you stab yourself real good. Which is also fun. Oh yeah, TurboGrafx 7. Awesome. Alright, I gotta get a drink. So So yeah, we're buzzing along good. Let's take these two screws out right here. These are holding the ball trough. I never really liked the Bally ball trough design. It's just kind of weak compared to Williams. William was such a beefy unit compared to Bally. Everything's just so loose. Just this slingshot, it's just loose. It's loose in there. I gotta get it out anyways. These screws are going back in though. So I'm just taking this off here. I want to get a picture of how that's sitting. There. Ugh. Nasty. Now the slingshot will go back down and get tightened. What do you know? These screws are actually going in tight. I thought they'd be like stripped out. That's why it was loose. Nope, they're tight. Alright, let's look on this side. Alright, everything is good on this side except for the flippers. Flippers are Allen wrench. Anybody want to guess what size Allen wrench we got? 1/8? Yep. Anybody guess 1/8? You're a winner. You want an internet for today. This one needs a flipper rebuild too. Definitely needs one. The links are shut. I think I can do a mini rebuild on here. Save them some money. We'll see. Will that stay in there? Yeah. Bats. There you go, broke. New bats. They're just nasty. New bats on there. EOS switches are good. They're corroded, but they're good. Those can be cleaned right up. The pawls are good. You'll have to just clean them up and put them back in. Oh, wrong way, dummy. So which James Bond movie should I watch today? Later on tonight. I bought 16 of them the other day. Yeah, broke. I'll tell you what I've watched. We gotta flip the playfield around the other way. Why does it keep popping up? I watched GoldenEye, Moonraker, For Your Eyes Only, and The Spy Who Loved Me. Those are the 4 I watched. Somebody pick a movie. I don't have any of the newer ones. I got the older ones. So, make it an older movie. And I'll watch it. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. This is going to go like no. We're still going to stay over here. We're working on the pop bumpers. I can get 3 of them easy access on this side. Let's get a bag for pop bumper parts. Same with the pop bumpers, they will go back on. Will these rings come off right now? Nope. I can get all these off right now. At least none of these are breaking. I had a machine where a couple of these just snapped. Nobody's got a James Bond movie for me to watch. An older one. Timothy Dalton, Sean Connery, James Bond. I got, I think, most of them. Now I'm going to pick one. I'll just look through it myself. If somebody wants to give me an idea, it keeps me from have to thinking about it myself. Alright, those are the nuts that hold down my slingshots. I'll just throw them out the regular parts. For your eyes only. Only for you. I can get rid of 3 of these pop bumpers right away. Do I want to screw these back down or zip tie them? Let's see how floppy they are. Let's do this. There. I just wrote their number on them. This one was loose. Magnet. Magnet. we're moving around actually pretty good. I don't know what I'm doing with these pop bumpers yet. If I'm gonna tighten them back down or zip tie them. I haven't decided yet. Because I can't rebuild them yet. Because clearly they're in my way. I can get that out of there, pop bumper. What I'm doing is I'm taking them off so I can remove the solder off the switches. Let's do this too. Let's get you over there. Get this over here. This way I can get I can get the heater up and heating. I might just put them back down. The reason why I numbered the pop bumper bodies is because I had a Chicago coin casino and the wires for all the pop bumper bodies were really super long, and I literally mixed them all up. Well, I mixed up 2 out of 3. I want to get these wire colors recorded. Alright, pop bumpers. We got this. What is this? Like a brown and yellow? This is a yellow and red. This one is a red and yellow. And then this one is a green and white. Now we can get all my junk out of the way. Get my heater moved closer to me. And then, I don't know, you can kind of see what I'm doing with that other camera. This thing bent over on it or something? That's what it feels like. 'Cause the wire's not coming off good. Yeah. Same with this one. barely even soldered on. Okay, I don't think I need my soldering iron anymore. There's one. Yeah, I think I will screw these back down. Two. Oh, I totally forgot one. So let's just get this out of my way here. And we can get this one up and going. There's three. Let's get this mounted back up. We're going to do one. That's what we'll do. These are held on, they're like nails that are pounded through the other side that are threaded. Let's think of threaded nails. That's how these are kind of like held on. So I'll leave two nuts. They're like threaded nails that hold on to them. That's in an easy spot. The other one's in a sucky spot. Okay. There. 4. Let's get my soldering iron tip cleaned off. Good. Shut her down. Get these put back down and tightened up. Nobody wants me to watch a James Bond movie. Come on. Somebody pick a title. Oh no, I guess I'm going to have to just look at the movies and read them. See which one interests me. I've seen all the James Bond movies before. Totally seen them all. I just kind of like to pick different ones I want to watch that I haven't seen in a long time. Get a drink. So is anybody here going to the Midwest Gaming Classic in at the end of March? I hope you guys are. then come with me. Oh no, that don't go in there. You go in there. I want to put that light wire back on. Nobody's going? Come on. Some of you guys got to go. It's a great show. It's the biggest show of its kind. There is nothing bigger than a Midwest Gaming Classic. Period. What is that for? That's for that saucer that's over there. Now I really should flip this around to get to the other ones. But this, what do you call it? This monster harness, I'm going to take and zip down to the playfield. That's always in the way. Just to get it out of the way now. Get it out of my way and Dave's way. There. And then zip tie it down somewhere over here. That's not going to be in the way. Over here. Let's get these out of the way. We'll disassemble these. Let's unplug my what do you call it? My soldering iron. All right, I believe this is all good except for that side. Oh, we get a really chafed wire here too I'll have to fix. Just from rubbing, going in and out of the cabinet. I will actually take that wire off and just put a short one. There's no need for it to be this long. You can see how long it is. It's just going from here to here. So actually, I will just cut that off. Oh, I see why they made it long. Well, once I get that taken off, I will just solder it on short. Now I see why they made it longer. All right, we're going to flip it upside down the right way. Just so I can finish. Yeah, I forgot to desolder that. So I can get these off. Now these, regular screwdriver, these should just twist right out. And this hoop will come right out once I get this out of the way. These are just little two-piece things. This can come out. Go back in there with this hoop. We'll just unsqueeze. It's like springed in there. See, it's just springed in there. Alright, we are almost done. So I have to get these out. You know what, I gotta take the flipper bushings out. And I think that's it. So we'll take this Playfield and flip it this way. Oh, great. One of the flippers fell apart. That means it wasn't held with the clip. So I might as well just take the other one apart too. Okay. Flipper. There's a C clip that holds the ball on. So I might as well just do this. I think I'm just gonna, now I'm thinking I'm gonna just do a full rebuild on these. So I forgot need coil stops. New spring. So yeah. We will just do I recommend a full rebuild. Makes more sense. New flipper bushings. That off. I guess we should plug my, what do you call it, back in. Oh, there's no spring in here either. Yeah, I think it should just get a full rebuild. Now I see it's missing a couple pieces. By the time I put it all back together, with a couple missing pieces, it would just be a better, more economical just doing a full rebuild. It's going to cost the same anyways. This way we'll have all brand new EOS switches too. There's nothing really wrong with these. It's just, if I'm going to do the whole kit, might as well just do the whole thing completely. that's together. I gotta desolder these two lugs right here. Photo. These are the lugs for the ball kicker. So I gotta take that assembly off. There. Alright. Yeah, and that's going to need a fix. So yeah, when I take this back apart, put it back together, I'll just cut the wire off here and put it right like that. Because this actually is perfectly good up to right where I need to strip it. Alright. Let's get this off. These will go back in. Oh, somebody's been in there. We got a flathead screw. The Gottlieb fan was in here. Somebody that likes Gottlieb's was in here. Flathead. Gottlieb hated flathead screws. Phillips screws for some reason. Totally hated them. Loved flatheads. Made it a nightmare for everybody to work on a game. That one's just gunky too. Screws back in here. Just amazing how different Bally and Williams EMs are before they became one company. Later on, these I'm going to put the light screws back in. The switch screws won't. My favorite EM is still Williams. I rebuild them things all day long. I just feel they were the more superiorly made EM over anybody. My reasonings were they used the correct screws for everything, unlike Gottlieb where they used flathead. I'm going to have to zip tie these. Williams also used those tiny little leaf switches for every damn thing. Every damn thing. Bally used the long ones, but they were so flimsy. Williams used the long ones, but they were strong and thick. So, rebuilding, performance-wise, everything, I think that Williams won. And a lot of people are like, yeah, Gottlieb's. Gottlieb's are great. They run like a Ferrari. They run like a Ferrari. However, they also crash like a Ferrari. They also totally crash like a Ferrari. I just totally prefer Williams EM over anybody. They're my favorite. Williams EM all the way. I just like them so much more. No, you Gottlieb guys are going to be like, no way. Gottlieb made a good machine. I'm not arguing about that. It's just overall, I think Williams, how they did their machines, they did them so much better. Then another thing, like with Gottlieb, you get any multiplayer EMs, they just go through that really long reset where it flops back and forth between players for no reason. No reason at all. Williams just had a separate unit for that where it took care of it. It did the job. Gottlieb would be like da 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 da, and Williams would be like did it, and you were playing. And how it would fly through all the lights for each player. Yeah, I don't feel any of that was necessary. All right, I think I have everything off now, out of the way, not hanging. Let's get these here. Let's take these off here. Let's get a lid for that. We're going to take off these pieces. These just are longer screws. Beer seal on them. Yep, more beer seal. All right, let's get this flipped over. We shouldn't lose anything this time now. It is so much lighter though, which is nice. Oh, it looks like a parts machine now, because it's been gutted so bad. There. I'm just taking these screws out here to get the kicker assembly off the board. This way Dave can get his magic done easier. 3 screws? Yeah, I guess so. I can go in there too. Alright, this is done. Should almost, I'm going to flip that over later on. Take that switch off, and I'm going to push this one down. That's hanging above the playfield. Well, let's get that done real quick. Actually, let's get these apart. Alright. Get these apart so they can all go into the area that they need to be. I'm going to have to actually heat all these up to get the solder off of them, to make them easier to remove. So I do reuse these now. I reused the old lights sockets. 2 reasons. New ones are so much more expensive than they used to be. Other reason, I found out these actually, I feel, are a little better than the new ones. I think they're just a little bit better how they feel, and how they bend, and how they hold a light bulb. So I'm just straightening all these out. So I get my soldering iron on there. You can just wipe that solder off. A little easier. Yeah, that's good. So anybody figure out what older James Bond movie I'm going to watch yet? Ooh, that one came out nice and clean. Nobody? Okay, I'll figure it out later. I just figured if somebody told me what to watch, I wouldn't have to worry about it. Maybe I'll watch Goldfinger. I haven't seen that one in a while. Let's see how good I got these. That was all bent up crazy. Oh yeah, I think that's pretty good. Now I can get the last little bit off. Get a little screwdriver. Always helps. Just to gently pry these apart. There we go. Very reusable. I don't think I've ever had really any of those except for I think one where they were not reusable. Very good. And we'll get thrown right there for now. Totally garbage. Hole broke through. We'll go in, what do you call it? My walnut vibrator thing, rock tumbler. Spring going there. Like I said, very reusable. Garbage, a hole blown out on the side. Big hole blown out on the side right there. Watched GoldenEye yesterday. That's what I watched yesterday. GoldenEye. Got a little booger on it, yeah. Good. Light, what do you call it? Socket. Got a little booger on it. What I'm doing with these, they're good, kinda. They're not decent. I have a project I think I'm gonna do with old junky ones. And I also save them too for people that have, when they have good pop bumper bodies and all their skirts are good except for like one, I will just, if they have like a bad skirt, I'll throw a used one on. Just, you know, for free. It's used. I'm not going to really sell a cheap, very cheap used part. These things are cheap. So if somebody had if I was doing a pinball machine and everything was good, all the pop bumpers were good, and they just had like one bad skirt, I would throw one of these old used ones on. It's because the reason why is because these will blend in with the old game and you won't even notice. But if I threw a brand new one on, it would totally look like hell, and then that's when you would just rebuild them all. So that's another reason why I save them too. I figured, well, like if somebody's got everything that's good except for like one skirt and it's all used, just throw it on, save them you know, whatever they are. Pretty good. What is I got? 2 green ones and 2 white ones. There's no plastic. Which one was that bad one? I had one bad one. Thought I had another one that was bad. Since this is getting 4 new pop bodies, it's going to get 4 new skirts too. This one is just so stained that that one is not going to come clean. That's why I said that. And then this pop on for body is garbage too. Get another big hole in it. And a perfectly good light socket. So these springs will go in a bag. And they will go in the box. All those light sockets will go in there. These will all go in there. These all go in there. This will all go in there. I might need this one yet. So we're gonna flip it over and check out this switch and this light. See if we're gonna remove them or just bend them straight. This one I'm thinking I'm just gonna pull it out and clean it. So we can turn my soldering iron off again. I usually turn it off and then unplug it. Alright, let's bring you back over here. So we're going to work on this. And I think I'm just going to take that switch off. Everything else I think is pretty darn good. And that light is right there. I know what I'm going to do with that light. We're right there. That light, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this. It needs to be bent down more, and when I do that, it's going to stick up. So I will just do that. This. There. And that's that. So let me flip this over and we can look at the nastiness of this playfield. Why we are doing what we're doing. Well, it's not really nasty, it's just filthy dirty right now. Because it's clean. There's nothing left on it. Now I'm going to take a picture of it. Oh, I forgot to vacuum it. Oh well. Yeah, these Ballys are just a little bit wider than Gottlieb, and that is crazy. These are just a little bit wider. Are they? Or yeah, I got that switch. That's what it is. It's a stupid switch. Right here. I don't believe that was there. I believe it was right here this whole time. I think somebody moved that. Oh, let's see that jacked up switch I took off of there. This one. How did I go in there? Yeah, right there. Like that. There's no way that could have been like that from the factory. There's no way Bally did this from the factory, where they had this screwed in here and this like that. So I wonder if there was a different type of switch on there. Rollover, I mean. And they just did whatever they could do to make work. So that I can tell clearly went right there. I don't feel like this was originally here like that. Because why would they put a screw right on the edge there? I'm going to have to look at a parts Playfield and see if I got a extra switch, which I know I do have. And see if I can just rig one to go there. I have these right here on a Superstar. I need an opposite one though. I don't have an opposite one on here. No. Shoot. I got this old Superstar Playfield that was given to me for parts. These are all this style switch. I need the opposite style rollover switch where it's offset. Every single one I have is like this. I need it where it's the other way, where let's say this is over here. These are, it's totally a Williams rollover. What about these? Yeah, they use the same type. Exactly the same type. That's what I need. I need one that's on this side. Like that. There, that's exactly what was in there. The holes line up perfectly. There's a hole here and a hole here. This is the kick-out switch. That's exactly what I need. I need this opposite. But yeah. See, this has that little jog over on it. If that wasn't a jog over, it would work there perfectly. But yeah, and I do need one that's shaped like this, so the ball can roll over either way. Yeah. Maybe that other, what do you call it? I think I really gutted that one. I don't know where it is. Knight Rider. That's the, whatever you call it. I should have a lucky 7. I mean, not a lucky 7. The hell do you call it? Big Ben. I get a, oh Jesus, that's, what do you call it? I should have a Big Ben. Oh, come on. I flipped the switch or something. But yeah, I should have a Big Ben around here somewhere. Yeah, I wonder where it is. I didn't cut it up yet. You would think it would be over here with my other playfields. Unless it's way up over there somewhere. There's a Knight Rider here. And I have what, Genie? Abracadabra. But I don't see the Big Ben. And I know it's not in the garage. If not, I'll just look online and I'll find a rollover. Oh, you're crooked. There. I will look online and find a rollover. Oh, where is that playfield? Over here. That's how I unplugged my camera. I don't even see it. I don't know how I could lose a playfield. I don't have any idea how I could lose a playfield, you know what I mean? I know I got a lot of crap, but to lose a whole playfield? Unless I stuck it in another room. How could you lose a playfield? How? Alright. That's how you lose a playfield. You put it in another room. Alright. Do I have an opposite rollover switch? No. Those are all the exact same way. Could I make one work? Yes, I can. But I don't like the fact that it's where the playfield lands. That is not right. Because it sits on the playfield right there. I mean, the playfield sits on the cabinet on that switch. So no, I'm going to have to look for one, because if it was on, what do you call it over there, it would be still on it. I have never taken the switches off. I will just leave them on because I know that they're there for parts. So yeah, this is a Big Ben I was given to. It's got a bad stain on it. It was in a fire and it was just destroyed. It's got a big stain on the bottom. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look for one of those switches. The left floppy one or whatever. The odd side. So that can get put together correctly. So I'm not putting it back together kind of half-assed like that. Oh, I put this back in here. This doesn't even belong with this game. So yeah, I'll have to look for one of those. Look at my Williams parts catalog. See what the part number is. Okay. That is where it's supposed to be now. Somebody really tried to make it work. Now let's see if this fits in my jig. Look at that, it does now. Alright. Alright, we are getting to the gritty. Well, it is dirty. It is worse. See, like I said, we're right around here. We're going to get all that fixed. A lot of these are sunken. They need to be popped back up from the back and then leveled and corrected. A lot of these. All these. So that's going to eat up a lot of money. Some of these are just like really, really super sunk. I'll show you how bad they are. Here, this one for instance. If I lift up the Playfield, actually, I'll show you on the side. There, you can see how much I'm going to lift this Playfield up now. Yeah, got Hot Wheels. Woohoo! Maybe you should pop in the streams more often, Dave. Yeah. Hot Wheels. It isn't a brand new one, but it's only had 700 plays on it. It was in an arcade, and all they did was plug it in and level it, and that was it. They didn't do any setups, and it needed to be set up really bad. The lower pop bumper ring was loose, and so when the ball would hit it, the ring would just pop up and it would never throw the ball. The two drop targets didn't drop down far enough, so if you didn't hit the ball hard enough, it would hit the top of the target and they'd roll back. So I had to do that. The magnet up on top was too high and on an angle, so I had to bend the bracket and then lower the magnet a little bit. Right flipper, the cabinet switch was way out of adjustment, and sometimes it would just drop on you. What else? I think there was something else. Oh, then I had to do this mod to it. The watch.
Ready to battle?
It's coming right up after this. Look at that. Woo! Yeah, I think that was about it. It is a deluxe. It's got the Invisiglass on it, shaker, topper, what do you call it, lollipop sides, where the tape isn't holding good on them. But yeah, 700 plays and not played correctly. It's a great game. Alright, we'll see how bad the inserts are on it. Here's that ball. I'll watch him start lifting it. Look how high I had that thing. That's one of the worst inserts, and it's right up in the front. Look how high we got that before it rolls. So you can hear it rolling over them. If I rolled over to Playfield, sounds great until I roll over the inserts. There's another one too. These are always horrible too when they get stuck there. See how high we can get this. There, that high. See what I mean? Yeah, it needs to be what do you call it? Hot Wheels, I paid $7,400 for it too. So I got a steal of a deal on it, used. It's got a little wear right there, and that's really about it from this kicking out. So Dave will do his magic, do his touch-ups. I don't want to do too much wiping on it, so I want to leave it as nasty and as gritty as I can. He'll redo all the black around all these inserts, especially like right here. These are just all nice and wore. Yeah, I think I got Hot Wheels in October, I'm thinking. Can't remember. It's been a while. But yeah, 74, well actually 73.60 or something like that. I got for it. So this is going to look totally different. I'm going to send the owners of this game a video of this. But yeah, it needs all the inserts leveled and everything else. Do I have these all up high enough? Yeah, none are in the way. Just this one right here. This one was really bad, so we just took that out. These are gone. So Dave should have nothing in his way anymore to clean and fix. But yeah, somebody did a crappy job on cleaning it. It's gonna look beautiful when Dave's done with it though. Totally beautiful. And let's not juggle pinballs. Alright. So yeah, I got Hot Wheels. I also got a Mata Hari that needs a lot of work. It's dead. I did a stream on working on that. What else do I got? I got a it's a Williams card game. It was the first one with the three individual, three banks of drop targets. ideal, or I keep thinking I hit the deck, but that's Gottlieb. It's not hot hand. Big deal. Williams, big deal. That's it. And I think of Leanne Rhymes. Big deal. So what? Who cares? I also got that too. And then I got Superstar just about ready to work. As soon as I get this out of the way, I can finish the little bit on that Playfield and put it actually in the game. But it lights up and it resets. So that's good. Oh, and I got a EM Scorekeeper from Tanner. That's going in there. But yeah, Hot Wheels, I love that game. I fell in love with it playing it at Dave's house. I wasn't thrilled with it when it came out on release. I'm like, yeah, Hot Wheels, whatever, you know. But once you start playing a game, you start appreciating a game, and then you're like, yeah. And then when Dave quit American Pinball, I had to get my fix in at his house and play it. And then I went to Pin Expo and then played his game one last time before somebody probably bought it. I hope they didn't scam somebody on that game, because that was like the first edition Hot Wheels that came out, and we played the hell out of that game. So I hope they didn't sell it to somebody for like full price, because it was not worth it full price, because they had so many plays. I bet you we had well over 1,000 plays on that game. I would bet. But anyways, yeah, Hot Wheels is killer. I just love that game. I had to get rid of my Wildfire to make room for Hot Wheels. And then I got, behind the camera, I got my Space Shuttle. But yeah, I had, my Wildfire I just finished had to go. So that's over at Dave's house actually right now. I asked Dave if he wanted to borrow it till next year when I had to have room for it. So it's at Dave's house. There. Alright. But yeah, thanks Dave for popping in. Always appreciate you in chat. So I think that's about it, everybody. Next week we will be working on the head, because I don't know when I'm going to get this Playfield back. It's going to be it's going to take a week just to get it to Dave's house. So Dave will get it next Friday. And then I wouldn't get it back for at least a week, because I'd have to wait a whole week to get over to his house again. So I'm guessing 2-3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, before we even get to see this thing again. Because it's going to take a while to work on the head. And then if I do get the head done really quick, I always got the motorboard to work on too. Yes, there are a few people named Dave that are pretty cool. I agree. And I got to do a live stream on my MGC giveaway. I have to do that yet too. I did 10 weeks. I wanted to do more. Due to lack of participation, I was done at 10 weeks. I really, really wanted to get a whole lot of people excited about winning $100 at Midwest Gaming Classic. But nobody was excited about it. And I made it so easy. I posted the link in the stream here. And you just had to click on it while you're reading. Or when I re-uploaded it to YouTube, it was right in the description, because it was an unlisted link. You just had to go to the video, look at the description and see it, and then click on it and then do what it said. But every time I would post it public and close the comments on it, everybody would be like, I can't comment on it. But then the first video I made with the rules was saying it was going to be an unlisted link and you had to watch and follow to get it. So I guess I'm done with them giveaways. It's like, try to give people $100 and they don't want it. But anyways, so yeah, this will go to Dave's house. Maybe he'll stream some repairs on it. Maybe he won't. But I think that's about it. I think we're going to pull the plug and be done. But anyways, check out Pez's channel. He streams, what do you do, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays? I know Fridays for sure. EM Wednesday. Usually when you stream, I'm either at Dave's house or I'm going to bed because I have to go to bed at 8. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, check out Pez. And Happy New Year's to you and everybody else. I'll have a sip of my White Russian. Oh, this thing is so good. You want to try? Whoops. But yeah, I think that's about it. I think we're going to wrap her up. Also check out Dave's Arcade. He streams on Twitch and YouTube. TurboGrafx-7 whenever Ryan wants to get back up. Also check out Travis Hove Gaming on PlayStation. I mean on YouTube. That's HOVDE. I'll tell you to check out Mike's Classic Pinball, but I think he's done. He doesn't even message me anymore. Tanner Walters on YouTube. He's a EM Mad Scientist. Does all the cool stuff. You just realized something. Pinball Shenanigans. If you don't know who Pinball Shenanigans is, you're kind of living under a rock. Pinball Wizard. Check him out on YouTube too. Pinball Mayhem. Thanks to Jeremy and Ed. I am where I am at today. Ed for streaming here and Jeremy with all the cool camera help. Uh-oh, you know what that means. Pinball Shenanigans is nominated for a Twippy. He might win. I don't follow the Twippies because they don't follow anybody that does old stuff. So it's like why bother? They just want to do anything that's new and that's it. So I don't even watch Twippies. I got no use for that award show. You're booking some flights. I hope you can get here. And since Dave is not working at American Pinball anymore, maybe he'll invite people over to his house too, which would be kind of cool. I think him and Ryan were kind of talking about that a little bit. So I'm hoping. I got to get a hold of Dan too and find out if Tom Taylor is doing this thing. If he's not, I want my money back. So I paid for it a while ago. And if Tom Taylor's not gonna, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to do his thing this year. And if he's done with that, I need to get my money back. But you're checking the calendar. I hope you can make it. I totally hope you can make it. I hope you'll be here. I think that's about it. I think I'm going to cook up some prime rib that I made yesterday. Spring break. Spring break. Woohoo! But yeah, I hope you're here. I really hope you're here. I hope, Pez, you can make it too. That'd be cool if you can make it. You and David. Well, there's 3 Davids now. No school, flight to Wisconsin. Cha-ching. So we just needed Brennan here, and then we'd have 3 Daves. David. So yeah, we'll see. I'll be at MGC for sure. I should have I don't know what I'm bringing. My phone buzz. I'll be bringing, I got 2 machines I want to bring. I want to bring my Lucky Ace and my triple action or star action. I don't know what it is. It's one or the other. I need to bang out those really quick. Those I'm going to bang out on the side without making any videos. I never made dedicated videos of that. So yeah, why is this verified only chat? I wonder if that's something new that Twitch is doing. I got a thing on my screen that says verified accounts only chat. Unless that's something that Dan set up on the stream. But anyways, like they say, I'll be back next Sunday at 2. And I'll have more pinball ideas for you. You'll have things you want to talk about. And I will too. So take care, everybody. Keep the pinball side up. And cool stuff here if you're watching YouTube. And thumbs up. And later.